Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hello, good morning everybody, my dear students. Today we're going to carry on with the second part of Unit 4, and mainly our class is divided into two parts, a writing part and a grammar part with some related workbook exercises. So here we go. In this exercise, writing, consider the questions below and discuss with a partner. What genre of TV films do you like to watch? Do you prefer action films, science fiction, fantasy, comedy, or drama? What do you like? What do you like watching? Some people say, yes, we like action movies because they teach us actions and they are full of excitement. They are exciting. Other people would say, no, we are more interested, we are so much into in science fiction. What about you? What do you think? What do you like? Do you ever need to summarize the plot of a TV film for a friend? Does it happen? Yes, indeed, it happens to me personally, because from time to time when you tell somebody that you have watched a nice movie, you might receive this question, what was it like? How do you like it? Or what was it about? So yes, summarizing movies happens with me from time to time. Okay, now what information do you include in your summary? What do you think are the most important parts in summarizing a movie? Okay, what do you think the most important parts are in summarizing a movie to a friend? Are you going to consider the plot only? Are you going to talk about the characters? What do you really do? I would like you to think of these questions over so that you can, talk like this so that you can give your opinion. Right. Read the review of a TV film below and find out the following. What's the name of the TV film? What genre does it belong to? What actors star in the TV? Okay, instead of these steps, I would like you to refer to your own memory, find out about a movie you've watched recently, okay, and try to give me a summary of the film, the characters, the plot, what you liked, what you didn't like about the movie. This is a part of your assignment as well, okay? Now,
page 62.
Moving to another activity, okay, or rather I will let you listen first to this movie or to this account.
Page 62. 10. Writing. A terrifying adventure on water. Moby Dick, 1956. Directed by John Huston and starring Gregory Peck, Richard Basehart, and Leo Jen, is a TV fantasy film adapted from the best-selling novel by Herman Melville. The story takes place in 19th century England on a whaling ship. The captain of the ship is Captain Ahab. Ahab has a fantastic story to tell about a great white whale which mutilated his body and almost killed him on a previous voyage. Now the captain leads his men back into the sea to take revenge. However, Ahab becomes so obsessed with vengeance that he makes some very bad decisions. The TV film takes us on a grand adventure over the waves as Captain Ahab and his crew seeks out the great sea mammal. As Ahab becomes more and more consumed by hatred, his doomed men are flung into dangerous situations. Does Captain Ahab eventually find the big whale? To find out, you will have to watch the film. If you choose to watch one film version of the novel Moby Dick, you should choose this 1956 version. The acting is good, it is well directed, and the use of color and imagery is superb. I think it is far superior to more recently released TV film versions. Everyone who read the book, and those who enjoy adventure and tales of great battles between man and beast, should see this TV film. I definitely recommend it as one of the best of our times. It is staggeringly good.
So, once you have heard or once you have listened to this recording, what did the writer talk about? In a film summary, what was the writer most interested in? Can you tell me? All right. Yes, exactly. The writer talked about the plot, the story. He gave us a brief account of what went on during the movie. He talked about the main character, Captain Ahab, and his return to take revenge from the whale, which mutilated his boat and his body before. And the writer talked about imagery, okay, of the film, right? Also, he recommended it as one of the best movies people interested in venturing against beasts could watch. So you can outline the main points here, the things that you need to sum up, to summarize a movie to somebody, right? That's okay. Now, moving to this, think of a book you have read recently, make some notes in a chart below. This is what I just asked you before you listen to the recording. So I'm not going to repeat myself again. I would kindly ask you to go back to your memory, search within your movies, and give us an account of a movie that you've watched. Okay. So here again, writing corner. When you write a book review, you think about who will read it, the audience, and why they will read it, the purpose. You begin with the title, the genre, and the author who wrote the book. Summarize, or who wrote the novel, rather, the movie. Summarize the main character, the characters and the plot. Give 3 of your key events. Never give away the ending of the story, so that, people become suspended to the end of your summary. And okay, say what was enjoyable or not enjoyable about the book. Use adjectives: interesting, frightening, brilliant, amazing, boring, and so on. And finish by saying who would you recommend the book to, and say why. Now, write a few sentences describing some of the main characteristics of the ideal game show contestant. Okay, for this writing, I have suggested the following paragraph. You can have a screenshot. The ideal game show contestant likes speaking in public. He can work with people he has met recently and can control his feelings. He is keen to win, but he is also a good loser who doesn't hold grudges. He can take criticism and follow instructions. He is competitive and likes being in front of a camera, a video, or strong lights. So these are the main distinguishing traits of a TV quiz show presenter. or a contestant. All right? Of course, language is flexible and you can use your own language to express the point. But so far, I've been asking you to get benefit from an example like this, and don't you miss your own character in your writing. Use your own language, an expression that you have recently learned, and so on. Okay. Now moving on, a piece of grammar, form, meaning and function, and it is all about articles. Articles are two types, definite articles and indefinite articles. We start with the indefinite articles, أدوات النكرة المفردة, a or an. We use indefinite articles, use the indefinite article a or an before singular nouns. أسماء المفردة شباب. We use a before words that begin with a consonant sound. A TV show, a chef, a festival, a book, a pen, and so on. We use an before words that begin with a vowel sound. An English class, an aunt, an uncle. Okay. Now we use the definite article that before singular or plural nouns. So before singular or plural nouns. Use that for objects that are one of a kind. الأشياء اللي في نوع واحد منها معروف في العالم. زي the earth, الكرة الأرضية, the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky, the sea. Okay? We do not say a sun, simply because we don't have more than one sun. Okay? And use the with names of oceans, seas, rivers, mountain ranges, deserts, groups of states. The Red Sea, the Arabian Desert, the Amazon River, the Alps, a mountain range in France, the Eiffel Tower, the United States, the UAE. Okay. Use no article before the names of days, month, people, streets, cities, countries, continents, mountains, and islands. Fahad is my brother. We can never say the Fahad, for example. So proper nouns are not preceded by the. I live on Main Street, not the main street. He's in Dubai on vacation. She went to Europe with her parents. Mount Olympus is in Greece. The festival starts in May, and so on. Now here's an exercise. Okay? And I just want you to think it over before I give you the answers right away. Yes? Well, I first heard about Jazan Mango Festival 3 years ago from business colleague in, can you think of the answers? What do you think? Try to remember the rules for using the articles, definite and indefinite, and fill in the spaces. And here we go. Here are the answers. Okay? So, for objects that are one of a kind, we use the. Mountain ranges. Right? Deserts. Names of oceans and seas, rivers. Okay? When we talk about particular things. I know a man. The man is a pilot. Okay. Another piece of grammar is adjective clauses and relative pronouns. An adjective clause is a dependent clause that describes or gives information about the noun that comes before it. يبقى العبارة الوصفية. An adjective clause. Okay. مالها بتعطي معلومة عن اسم جي قبلها. The language that he or she speaks at home is Arabic. Now, that he or she speaks at home is an adjective clause. Talks about the language, right? Now, so this is a dependent clause. It cannot stand alone as a sentence. We cannot start with that he or she speaks at home and that's it. No. It has to be based on a noun that precedes it, in fact. So relative pronouns relate closest to nouns in adjective clauses. Use the relative pronoun who for people and which and that for things. Note, the relative pronoun that can also be used when talking about people in general. Again, the relative pronoun that can also be used when talking about people in general. However, when a particular person is being referred to, who is preferred. Okay? Relative pronouns as subjects of adjective clauses. So, relative pronouns, gentlemen, can be either the subject of a clause or the object of a clause. When it comes as a subject, okay, when it comes as a subject, we can never delete the relative pronouns. Okay? So, relative pronouns can be the subject of an adjective clause. Yeah, relative pronouns that are followed by a verb are subject pronouns. يبقى يجي بعدها فاعل تبقى هي subject. يجي بعدها فعل تبقى هي ايه؟ subject. يبقى الضمير ده فاعل. Subject pronouns must always be included. لازم ضمير الوصل لما يكون فاعل يكون موجود في الجملة. I am someone who loves watching quiz sheet shows on TV. We cannot delete the word who here, can we? No, we can't. Relative pronouns as objects of adjective clauses. Now, when those pronouns are followed by a pronoun or a noun, then they are objects. In this case, we can delete the relative pronoun. English is a language that many people find easy to learn. We can also say English is a language many people find easy to learn. Okay? Now, complete the quiz answers. We're considering exercise C on a self-same page. Complete the quiz answers asked in the TV show. Define it. TV quiz show host. You have 3 minutes to define all the items on your card. Contestants, are you ready? Then let's begin. Now, can you think of a completion, a definition to this? A quiz show host is a person. Think this exercise over. Try to find completions. Of course, you can use, or we're supposed to use, adjective clauses here. Here we go. These are the answers of this exercise. A quiz show host is a person who or that asks questions to contestants. Because I'm not talking about a particular person, I could use who or that. A crime drama is a show which or that investigates a crime. What is a microphone? It is something which or that amplifies the sound. A daytime series is a program which or that appears every day on TV during the day. A TV documentary is a program which or that investigates the natural world of science. Now, some practices for the different articles. And this is our last exercise here, talking about relative pronouns. I would like you to do some more practice with your workbooks so that you can grasp the meaning of the grammar quite well. Thank you so much, and wait for me in other classes. See you.